Good morning, student. Today, this is the last part of chapter 4 Computer Networking. And today's topic is a network security. So, network security is how you will protect your system or data or application from the hackers or crackers from a network. So today in the age of network information system, computer are not only capable for storing and processing data but also delivering it on a global scale. So the increased connectivity information system have played a grand role in making in the world's global village. So here there are different types of attacks or intrusion problems. Number first is snooping. So snooping refers to unauthorized access of someone else's data, email, computer activity or a data communication. So in snooping, someone else data, emailing, computer activity or data communication may be hacked from a private network. So snooping refers to opening and locking through the files in unauthorized manners. Snooping involves many types of things such as gaining the accessing of data in unauthorized way, casually observing someone emails or monitoring activity of someone else's computer. And the next is the eavesdropping, whereas the eavesdropping is the act of secretly listening, intercepting someone else's private communication or a data information. So eavesdropping is only related to a communication, whereas the snooping is related to a digital data such as the email or computer activity and other information. Now the next is the DOS, that is stands for Denial of Services. So there are the many types of attacks can be on your computers. Number first category is denial of access of to information. So someone can the access from your computer or from your network. So DOS attacks can be information on systems to be unavailable. So this is the situation can also be caused if the information is still exists but has been removed to an inaccessibility location. And the second category is a denial of access to an application. So in this case, in your computer, your particular application will be corrupted or a damaged. And in case of the third, denial of access to a system. So in this case, your whole system will be controlled by an unauthorized user or programmer or a hacker. And the last category of denial of services, denial of access to communication. So this is the common type of DOS attack. This type of attack can range from a calling, from a cutting a wire to a jumping radio communication to flooding networks with excessive traffic. Example of such an attacks is a flooding a system with junk mail. So overall, the denial of services attacks are those attacks that prevent the legitimate users of the system from accessing or using the resources, information or capabilities of your system. So the network security measures, we can protect the networks or a computer by from the following. Number first is authorization. In authorization, this will ask the user and user login ID and password. So if the user is able to provide a valid login ID, then he or she is considered as an authorized user. Second one is authentication. So this is the password protected. In first one, only the login ID is required. In case of the second, this authentication is also termed as the password protection, as the authorized user is asked to provide a valid password. If he or she is able to do this, then he or she is considered as an authorized user. And third one, we can also protect our network with the help of firewall. So firewall is one of the system designed to prevent unauthorized access to or from a private network is called a firewall. Now the next one is the intrusion detection, in which we can add some hardware devices such as the fingerprint open, and so on. So here from this, your security will be high as compared to a username and password. We can also apply here the face detection, login, and so on. But in this case, your network cost little bit be more as compared to normal system. So what other preventing we can measure? Number first is implement a proper security policy for your organization. Second one, use a proper file access permission when sharing a files on the network. So we can give a read permission, write permission, or execute permission for the group or owner and others. So what do you mean by the file permission? File permission or file access permission refer to privileges that allow a user to read, write, and execute a file. And this is represented with this. Here R stands for the read, W is for the write, and X is for the execute. So first is called the set the owner permission, where the second is the set up the proprietary permission, and the third is the other permissions. And next one is you should be disconnect from the internet when away. This should not be always on. So using always on the internet connections, such cables and DSL increases your chances of some infections and intrusions, as your PC is always connected to the internet.